Welcome to Shyzabox, here's your host.
Oh yeah, hey everybody, welcome to Shyzabox, welcome one, welcome all. We've got a fantastic show for you today, and by fantastic we mean it's free, who gives a shit? Anyhow, moving straight into it, of course, today we are talking about repurposing old assets, and you might be saying to yourself like, Shyzabox, why? I don't know, cause contractually we have to make these episodes. Okay, fair enough. No, not fair enough. Fucking goddamn legal requirements. Contracts are contracts. Anyhow, repurposing assets. You might be saying to yourself, what assets could you possibly be talking about repurposing? And we have and we're going to pick on them a little bit, okay? We don't mean to, but it's just a prime example of assets that a company has that could be completely repurposed and developed into complete standalone entities, or a grouping of them, or however you want to look at it. No, hold on. We'll go back behind the curtain where the sausage is made. Not something we enjoy doing often, but for your entertainment and amusement, we shall. Give us 1 second. We're getting there. Well, let's see. Yes, perfect. Yep. And, one of you. Yes, excellent. All right. So, we're going to pick a little bit on Gearbox first, right? So Gearbox, you're going to be like, oh yeah, fucking Borderlands, whoop-de shit. And it's like, exactly. Borderlands, whoop-de shit. We've been disinterested in that franchise since shortly after its, Borderlands 2. And we love Borderlands VR. We enjoyed the hell out of it on the, PSVR. And we had a good time with it, okay? And every Borderlands that we've subsequently picked up, because we have Borderlands 3, we have Borderlands Tina's Wonderland World, whatever the D&D, Borderlands is, we have those. We got them for, cheap as shit. $6, $7, whatever. The point is that this company is sitting on a plethora and a treasure trove of additional intellectual property that they could repurpose and reuse and redistribute and create standalone titles and entities and, entertainment aspects or groupings of levels or whatever with virtually minimal necessary components to attach it all. You just need some asshole with a story like us, pay us, fucking hell, Gearbox. Fucking shit. Yeah, here's a fucking $1 billion idea for free, you're welcome. But we're not about making money here. Mama? Yes, we love handouts and donations. We're the hobos of the internet. But here's your $1 billion idea. You're sitting on intellectual properties and stuff like fucking Battleborn, alright? Or maybe you don't own it. Maybe insert company A, B, or C here, whoever the fuck owns the property now. Okay, but I see your name on here, Gearbox, and you're a big one also, 2K. We're not just picking on Gearbox. Who the fuck's owning these entities? I don't know. Research that shit and tell people. No, fucking research that shit yourself. You're not paying us to do that. I'm not paying you shit. Exactly. You're sitting on 25 badass heroes. Okay? And you say that right here on the box, okay? That your name's on, that you stood behind, that you released, that you put out, that you shortly after release at the fucking most ridiculous time to release it, amongst a swath of games that aren't Battleborn, that play team-based, not Battleborn. What a horrible time to release this fucking game. And then you pull a Concord, right? Only you let it sit there and marinate a little longer, and you pull a Concord and fucking just pull that shit. You have 25 heroes and characters that moved around, that had movesets that could do things, right? All you have to do is repurpose the levels and layout and design. Create standalone single-player experiences, man. Release it for $10. A couple levels that you go through. Get a story from somewhere. Quick little jot here, jot there. Collect some fucking orbs or some shit. Make it simple. Put it out, man. People have fun with it. The characters were fun to play. We enjoyed our time with Battleborn. Not well enough to keep playing it. Fair enough. They fucking pulled it. Some games need to be given up on. Alright? Your Concords, no one was going to play that shit. We weren't going to play it. Why'd you get a copy? For historical purposes. That shit's a classic. Oh, we fucking love Concord physical copy. Fuck the game. But when you're sitting on IPs and that's, here's your $1 billion idea, Sony. Here, Dreamcast guy. Tell the higher-ups over there. We only answer to Phil Spencer here at Shyzabox because we're all things Xbox. Dreamcast guy, of course, all things PlayStation. So he answers, he's our rival. He doesn't know it. But whatever. You answer to your uppers, Dreamcast guy, and you tell them the $1 billion idea. Repurpose the characters in Concord. Give them freestanding titles and experiences. And maybe they'll recoup some of their losses there. Probably not, because those characters are tainted. But companies like Gearbox, you're sitting on characters that aren't tainted, that just got released at a bad time and in a bad environment. Alright? That fucking little plant guy that shot fucking plant-like shit. Or maybe it was an archer or something. We don't know. We don't remember. With a fucking owl-like robot guy. With the fucking cane umbrella sword thing or something. Maybe not. I don't know. Vague recollections. But they were fun. We enjoyed it. We like trotting through and unlocking shit in the level and upgrading as you progress and go. That shit was fun. So, instead of fucking the whole thing off and, being like, just scrap that bitch. Get rid of the requires internet bullshit. And repurpose these things, man. You already have the assets created. Yeah, you got the code. Well, now it's out of date and it's going to play like shit. Well, now you're going to have to fucking release it for fucking cheaper. But you're still sitting on the fucking assets. Someone is. Unless y'all just fucking deleted the code and shit. Like, well, we're rich, fuck it, blah, blah. I mean, come the fuck on. Some of these characters were really fun, man, and could have standalone games and titles. Robot Owl Cane guy? We just played that shit in that fucking Pinocchio game. Fucking plant bow and arrow person? Fucking... That's probably in another game. I don't know. Horizon. No, it's not in that. It doesn't matter. You're sitting on 25 badass heroes, okay, that all presumably play and jump and shoot shit or whatever, and can do stuff when they're fully maxed out. You're sitting on entire games, man, and standalone franchises. Okay? Battleborn, Lost Levels. Release them $5 a pop. 4-hour campaign. 5-hour campaign. A short story that you pick up from somewhere. Make entire new backgrounds or universes. Play off the universes you created for them. You're sitting on the assets, man. Someone is. And, if it's fun, we'll play it. We promise we'll play it if it's fun. Alright? Don't fuck it up like Concord and shit like that. Obviously, we're not going to play that. You can repurpose the shit out of Concord. We're probably never going to dive into it. But what we would dive into is a repurposing at a fair price, man, of assets that we were okay with that just came out at a bad time. So when we talk about repurposing stuff, we want you to repurpose stuff for our betterment. We also want you to repurpose all the change in the bottom of your pockets and just give us money for, like you're leaving a Walmart or something and we're sitting there. This is the hobo corner of the internet, obviously. So we appreciate it. No way, fucking asshole. Fair enough. Take care of yourselves first and those that need it most second. Any change you got left over, we'll take. Repurpose these assets. Put something out, man. People can have a grand time with it. We look forward to making use of the unused. Because there's a place out there for it. It can exist on its own. It doesn't need to require internet to have a good time with. You're sitting on the stuff, man. You got people sitting around doing nothing that are probably ambitious as hell in your company that want their own projects. Fucking give them a project. Say, make a game out of this. Show me what you got, kid. Or not kid. Maybe they have adults working there. I don't know. Bunch of fucking man babies work at a bunch of these fucking companies. Give some folks a chance, man. You're sitting on 25 badass heroes. I would love to see 25 badass games come out from 25 badass employees that you got. There's people out there making games all by themselves. Companies that are small startups like Delmari Games, man. Make fantastic little 5-10 minute pick-up and plays. They're not the most perfected, well-rounded, but they're fucking fantastic. You know why? Because they're made with passion and love. And you're sitting on stuff that people put passion and love into. That never got its fair chance. You're sitting on some, you're sitting on some stuff there, man. Fucking sell the characters to fucking Blizzard. Maybe they'll add them to Overwatch in an attempt to match Marvel Rivals' massive character roster that it can pull from already. They're lacking heroes over there. So, there you go. Gearbox, we picked on you a little bit, but there's other companies out there with massive character bases and libraries and things like that. Who's this? Game Mill? Whoever put out stuff like All-Star Brawl. Make a side-scroller. Reuse some of these assets. Companies reuse assets all the time. In games with copy-paste. Make new games out of the assets you have. So you're not spending the time, developing the movement and stuff that already exists necessarily. All right? Now, we don't want a bullshit game. We want a good game out of it, and you can do it. We just didn't want to pick on Gearbox too much, but, we're serious about Battleborn heroes, man. They all played and moved and did shit. There you go, Gearbox. Stop giving us fucking Borderlands over and over year after year. Take a chance on some other shit. Take a chance on some folks in your staff that have ambitions to make something. And if they fuck it up, shit can them. Who gives a shit? That's it. Show's over. We're going to have to repurpose where you've been standing on our grass. So do us a favor and get off our lawn.